Hold on.
Also, right about now, storm is floating down through the roof. The wind is picking up, and she comes hovering down very slowly through the roof, looking around, scanning the scene. What do you guys want to do?
I want to know what happened here. Like, why was Metallo in that machine again? Like, I feel like I either missed something or it wasn't explained.
Well, so far you guys discovered the location for +20, defeated the robots, and freed Metallo. So your characters get 20, 40, 50 divided by 2. Your characters each get +25 to your karma.
Okay.
And the X-Men team gets +50. Because as you guys know, I don't divide up all the karma. I give out way more than what I should. It's supposed to be like that 90 karma, 20, 40, 50. That 50 karma that was earned should be divided by every person here. And then those people can decide, oh, well, I'm going to add some to the team pool. I don't do that. Everybody got it. I did divide it for you guys, but that's because you're not in a team. So, you guys are unsure as to exactly what's happened. You clean up here, and you said that you wanted the top half of the robots for research.
Just to find out who made them.
All right, so you get them back to the mansion, and you're able to jack their memories and create more tapes off of their memories from their memory chips and memory banks.
Okay. Whoa.
From the Wolverine robot,
Are you gonna
like I
show the
said, I'm
mansion, or is it just gonna be here?
super tired. No, you guys are back at the mansion. And from the Wolverine robot, you guys get a scene of the interior of the cannery. And then you get the scene of the battle that takes place on the rooftop. From the Metallo robot, you get the scene from inside the cannery and a large console with an electronic map that's mounted against the south wall. Now, you guys didn't see anything like that when you were there. Looks like the whole workshop area must have been packed up and moved away. However, that's possible. There are 4 green spots on the map that shine like an electric grid. It's very much like a black map with green highlighted areas for continents, like in the movie War Games from a million years ago. And it shows the green spots that are shining on the grid are North America, South America, Asia, and Australia.
Okay.
Working at the console is a lone figure in a purple cape and a red helmet. As he turns and walks towards the robot and smiles, you can see the open front of the helm reveals the sharp, cruel features of your greatest enemy. Not yours, but the X-Men's. Magneto.
I thought the greatest enemy was that dude who is all about evolution.
Apocalypse?
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
I don't think he exists yet.
When did Apocalypse first come out?
I don't know. Google it.
It's actually just about to.
Apocalypse, first appearance, issue number.
Apocalypse first appearance. Oh, he looks way different. X Factor number 5 cameo, June 1986.
Yep, 2
X
years after
Factor.
this. That's
X-
2 years after this story and Secret Wars. It's like a year after Secret Wars.
Technically, his full first appearance was the X Factor number 6.
So, knowing that there is no Apocalypse, there is only Magneto.
What about Galactus?
Professor Xavier looks towards Mentalo and says, "You've worked with Magneto in the past, haven't you?" And Mentalo looks back at him and sneers. They don't seem like they want to be very cooperative. Fixer's like, "You guys are illegally detaining us. You got to set us free."
Actually, you assaulted us and broke. Well, the Fixer broke a bunch of our stuff previously, so I'm pretty sure we're well within our rights.
Wolverine walks up to him and pops 2 claws, one on either side of his
you
throat.
You need to stop that.
And he goes, "Consider this a citizen's arrest."
Oh, whoa. I didn't mean to do that. I must have hit
Mentalo
something.
says, "I was working for Magneto. I had taken some work with him, and it was back in April." And Fixer is like, "Oh, so that's what you were doing while I was out looking for you? I went and did time, you know." He's like, "Yeah, well, it was no fun being strapped to a friggin' fishbowl around my head."
If I remember correctly, that's not your shtick. That belongs to some other dude.
Yeah, wannabe
Fishbowls and
Mentalo.
such.
Guy who
Wannabe
makes
Mentalo?
fake he makes fake illusions with gas. Mysterio, I'm the real deal. I have mutant powers to make my illusions.
All
Anyway,
I've seen you do so far is stumble around drunkenly.
look, I don't need to take that. And Xavier says, "Continue with your story, Mentalo. We are all anxious to hear." And he looks towards the rest of you. You all feel pretty calm. Metallo says, "Yeah, well, it was my illusion powers that draw Magneto to me. He wanted me to create illusions that would conceal him as he walked into high security areas, and he just took whatever he wanted. Once he had what he needed, he turned this booster machine he had given me into a prison. I guess that's where I woke up when you guys came in."
So he used him and then trapped him.
Perhaps you should consider different business partners.
Look, he's making some kind of bombs. He had me stealing fissionable material and trying to create open air reactors that spew radiation into the upper atmosphere. He says in about 10 years it'll increase the radiation of the Earth. Nothing will be able to stop it. Millions of people will be killed, and mutants will be made stronger. The survivors of the human race will be turned into mutants by the excess radiation.
So some form of mutant breeder bombs is what you're saying.
He says, "Yeah, see, right there." And he points at a spot on the video feed that's looping from the memory banks of this. You stop it and you rewind it for a moment, and you see that one of the scenes where Magneto is standing there and he's got his map and he's got all these little blinking locations on the map where these breeder bombs are. And above the map, there are 2 monitors showing a military base. One's the exterior, one's the interior. On the exterior, you just see him walk right on through. And on the interior, you see really small. You have to magnify it to get it to work, to get it to be a clear image. But you see Magneto walking past guards, ripping doors off of an armored truck with his bare hands, and helping himself to the truck's cargo, just piling it up, like in his hand on his shoulder. Cases of cargo and hardware. And then he walks out with just this big pile of hardware, like hundreds of pounds, big, massive, 5 foot by 5 foot, like carrying a pallet over your shoulder.
What a miss. Hello?
Professor X says, I know that base. It's a United States military reservation in the Colorado Rockies. He turns toward the desk and starts keying in some coordinates. He says, I'm uploading the coordinates to the Blackbird. Nightcrawler says, I can install a detector as well that it will locate Magneto's device. And Ariel goes to help him with that. Meanwhile, anybody who got hurt, which is nobody, just Wolverine and he healed it, you guys can get medical help. Oh, Lemmy, and you took some damage from your armor.
Yeah, I'll just roll a heal.
Well, they have a bio machine that heals twice your endurance.
Oh.
You just stand in it. It's an auto dock. It's actually what this picture down here is.
That right here?
Yeah. The X-Men actually have one of them thing where you just lay down and...
That's also in,
Well, actually, I suppose that
what's
picture
this?
is a CAT scan, huh? With the radiation symbols.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just, undo my armor and go into the auto dock. With nobody seeing me, because my identity is secret.
So you guys have time to do whatever you need to do before taking off in the Blackbird?
What time is it?
They have, yep, a Lockheed RS-150 Blackbird.
Okay.
Why do you need to know what time it is?
I was just wondering.
Real time?
Yeah.
10:42. It's 9:42 there. So we've got about 15 minutes left to wrap up, which means we're not going to get to the next scene today. We could do it tomorrow before Miss Stara anytime, all day long, if Brian's free or you're free. Or we could do it Thursday. But I do want to finish this up. There's
I'm actually hanging out with friends on Thursday.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. So you're free tomorrow at all?
Tomorrow? Huh?
1, 2, 3. So there's 3 more scenes to this, and they're much shorter scenes than what we've done so far.
Okay.
It'd probably 3 scenes. It'd probably take 3 hours. And that way this will be all wrapped up so that we can get back into Secret Wars the next time that we play.
Awesome. Because that's what my thing is. If you look at my stream, it has Secret Wars.
We can try to do it for tomorrow, but let's not try to nail down a time, because I do have a game tomorrow that I have to be ready for, and I've got to be on top of it. So if I don't get a chance to get things ready for tomorrow, I won't be able to do this. I will hit you guys up when I get up in the morning, which is probably about 10 o'clock. And I'll give you an idea of what the game plan is, and I'll keep you updated throughout the course of the day. Hopefully we can try to squeeze it in at like, let's see, 3, 4, maybe like 2 to 5. And then that'll give us time off until 7 for the normal session.
What time is your Mistara?
7. So if we do 2 to 5, and then my Mystara game is at 7. Now remember, all your times are an hour earlier. So when that converts over to you, that becomes 1 to 4, and then my Mystara game is at 6.
I thought it was at 7.
For him. For us, it's at 7. I had talked to everybody about starting Mystara at 7 o'clock instead of 8, and everybody was like, yeah, I can do that. So that's the plan, is that we're going to start trying to do that, get in 4 hours again like we used to, instead of 3. I think people will feel like they got more done in a 4-hour session, and they'll walk away from the game feeling a little bit more accomplished. So